was looking over my notes today, getting ready to sit down and record this. It's interesting. It looks like I was planning on this mesocycle ending on February 17th. So we're pretty much there. We did 6 weeks of this program and I feel very confident about it. I feel very confident about the changes I've seen in my strength and in my physique. So thought I'd talk about it. This is the program that I'm running in all my videos, and I probably will be for a bit because it works well. I used to do push-pull legs. That does work well, but I think a large part of bodybuilding, weightlifting, aesthetics, whatever you want to call it, is assessing your weak points, assessing your strong points, and then focusing your energy on those weak points to bring them up, right? So for me, I looked at my strong points, which has always been my legs and my back. Now, my weak points has been my chest, my lats, recently my arms, but that's been catching up easily because that used to be the only thing I did weights for. So there's a lot of muscle memory involved. This is designed with that in mind. If you're looking to grow huge quads and have that be your focal point, this might not be the program for you. If you have huge quads in comparison to your chest and your shoulders, this might be the program for you. An important aspect of this program is cardio. Every day, you start by walking 0.1 of a mile, then I start jogging. So you want to jog 0.5, so half a mile, at 6 miles per hour, or 6.5 miles per hour. Then you cool down by walking a final 1/10 of a mile at 3.5 miles an hour. Doing this every day drastically changed my aesthetics. Drastically. I contribute a lot of my progress in this new year to this, to doing cardio. Last year I did not do cardio. I would go on walks, do, slow, steady state cardio, which is great. I mean, it's good, but aesthetic wise, this makes an impact, at least for me. Doing this is enough too. I tried adding more in at one point. I actually felt like it was too much. This is perfect because this is a 5-day workout cycle. On the 5th day, you either do Stairmaster, if you have that, or in my gym, we don't have a Stairmaster. So I do the steepest incline, which is 15% at 3.5 miles per hour for 10 minutes. So I like to start the week off with the prioritized muscle group, or at least one of the prioritized muscle groups, which again for me is chest here. Day 1, chest and triceps, do your cardio. Straight into incline Smith benching. So you do 2 sets, 8 to 12. Then you want to go to flat barbell benching. Again, 2 sets, 8 to 12. You would finish off by doing 4 sets of the pec fly machine. Then we go into dips. I do machine assisted dips. I do 3 sets of those. You're hitting the lower chest a little, but really going into triceps. Decline skull crushers, 3 sets of that. Overhead rope extensions. Then we would do single arm cable push downs. We do 2 sets of that. And then we would complete the day by doing 3 sets of your favorite ab exercise. So for me, that's been the crunch machine. Works really well. Day 2, we would have our back and biceps, again, starting with cardio. This is where we would go into pull-ups. So we do some pull-ups, transition into wide grip seated cable rows. 3 sets of each. Then we go into 1 arm lat pull downs with the cable, and then deadlifts. Deadlifts is a very fitting name in general, but especially when you've done all of those exercises beforehand. Some people would argue that's not optimal. I do it that way because I want to prioritize my pull-ups, and I feel like my deadlift is one of my stronger exercises. We will be going into biceps at the end of back day. 3 sets of the preacher curl machine, and then 3 sets of incline hammer curls with the dumbbells. Next is a rest day. If you're natural, in my opinion, my experience, rest days are very, 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 very integral, very, 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 very needed, and a huge part of actually making gains and having progressive overload. I hate rest days. On my rest days, my For You page, I'll be sitting and scrolling TikTok or Instagram. My For You page will be full of the most inspiring content ever. Get me absolutely hyped up and ready to go to the gym. but I can't go to the gym. I gotta eat and recover, get some sleep, get some relaxation. I tried going without rest days. I know some people can do it, but for me, when I go to the gym, I do so much that it is necessary to have periods of time where I rest. Yes, I could split it up more and spread it out, and I have done that, even going to the gym twice a day on certain days at one point, but it becomes a lot. For me, it's better to just go, get up early in the morning, spend a few hours in the gym, take a rest day, etc., etc. After our rest day, we would be going into our leg day. We would do the running exercise, and then we go into 3 sets of Romanian deadlifts on the Smith, 3 sets of deep squats, 3 sets of machine leg curls. So I like to do these on the laying leg curl. It's like a free weight machine. I like to do it on that one. Maybe it's not optimal because of the resistance curve, but it's fun. And I would say it is the only one that you can do laying down at my gym. So that's probably the real reason. So then we would go into machine leg extensions. I do single leg for all of these, and then calf extensions. Day 5, this would be our shoulder day. This is my favorite day. This is Pump City. This is where you see the real progress shining through. You get those good pump pics, feel great. So we start with 3 sets of rear delt cable extensions, and we go straight into 3 sets of rope face pulls. Next up, we have 3 sets of cable lateral shoulder raises, and then we move into overhead press. Again, I put the compound movement later on, just to kind of give myself a little bit more focus on those really isolated exercises at the beginning to bring some strength and awareness into what I felt was lacking when it comes to my shoulders, which is the rear delt. So that was the whole intention with this, was to have shoulder day, prioritizing the rear delt, putting those exercises first. Again, whatever you need to prioritize, I would argue most people need to prioritize the rear delt, but whatever it is for you, make sure you put that first. Finish your day off with another 3 sets of abs. The last day in the workout week, the workout cycle, would be your arm day. Another fun one, but a lot going on, so there is a lot of exercises. You have your cardio in the morning, which this is the day that I mentioned is a little bit different. Instead of doing the jog, you want to do either a really steep incline or a Stairmaster, whatever you have access to, for about 10 minutes. Again, starting off with some pressing movement. 3 times a week, we're doing a pressing movement. We have chest day where we do the incline bench, flat bench. We also have shoulder day where we do overhead pressing. And then we have arm day where we start off with incline dumbbell press. This is to prioritize the shoulders and chest, in particular the chest. Then we have 2 sets of flat dumbbell press. Next up, we will go to the preacher curl machine, 3 sets. Incline dumbbell hammer curls, 3 sets of that. We want to go into the straight bar curl, do 3 sets with that. That would complete our biceps. Now we're going into triceps. For the triceps, we're going to do a flat barbell skull crusher, 3 sets. We go into overhead rope extension, 3 sets, and then a single arm tricep extension, 3 sets. We finish off the day with single leg machine calf extensions, and then we have another rest day. So that kind of gives you the workout cycle that works for me currently. I like it. It's the right amount of volume, right amount of stimulus. If you're eating enough, you're in a slight bulk. This is definitely designed with that in mind. Has a lot of volume and decent enough frequency to be intensive. And it does require / work best with a slight caloric surplus, in my experience and opinion. That is my goal, is for this year to do a lean bulk. So I'm planning by 2025 to be over 200 pounds and then probably do a cut to right around 200 pounds. Goal is 200 pounds lean. That is the goal. And I believe with this program and progressive overload and tweaking as we go, we will reach that.